Mother of Salvation. They will be granted honorary doctorates in the False Prophets' newly renovated church. Wednesday, December 11, 2013 at 10:05 p.m. My child, the world will be deceived by many acts deemed to be works of great charity. Charity towards others will be declared to be the greatest and most desired trait in the eyes of God. When those who control governments, churches and states join together, they will gain much control over God's children. Control over the more unfortunate in your society can mean two things. Either it is used for good measure or for the wrong reason. I must ask all of you to remain focused, with all your attention, on the desire of my Son on this difficult road to salvation. Many of God's loyal servants, although well-intentioned, will be too weak to remain on the road to salvation. So strong will the pressure be upon them, by those enemies of God, to denounce my Son, that they will fall away from the truth. The false prophet will introduce a powerful ecumenical faith, and this will satisfy every heretic. The majority of those in my Son's church will be deceived, but almost one-half of my Son's sacred servants will refuse to swear to the final oath, which will be falsely declared as one to the Holy Eucharist. The Holy Eucharist and its desecration will be at the heart of all discontent and dissidence. Then, as the false miracles will be accorded to him, many of the world's celebrities will surround the false prophet seeking favor in his court. It will be then that he will set up an honors list, and they will be granted honorary doctorates in the false prophet's newly renovated church, which will be but a shell of the former. All will accept their prizes for the great works of charity, which they presided over, under the direction of the impostor. Each will sing the praises of the other, until they will publicly declare the false prophet to be a living saint, because of the so-called miracles they will say he created as God's servant. And then, he and the Antichrist will control much of the world, but Russia and Asia will not be involved, for these two empires will rise up against the New Babylon until Rome is destroyed. All these events will take place, and when you see them use the churches as places where they will proudly declare their greatness, their works of charity, then you will see clearly how pride dictates their intent. When Rome has fallen, there will be more tribulations, but they will be short-lived. Then the time will be ripe for the return of my Son, Jesus Christ. You must not ignore these prophecies. Once you side with the new false faith, which will soon be declared, you will be discarding my Son, Jesus Christ, and you will drift away from his mercy. Never give up your right to eternal life for anyone who attempts to mislead you into heresy. Your loving Mother. Mother of Salvation.